Hi, I'm Beth with 5D Astrology, and today I wanted to talk about the astrology of love. From an astrology standpoint, every astrologer knows that the number one question centers around relationships. From a scientific standpoint, not much is known or studied about relationships. Scientists tell us that we tend to fall in love when our body has a lack of serotonin. In other words, when we're in a low pressure system, we're depressed, we're down, and there's nothing to do, we tend to fall in love. So the inversion of that must be true as well. When we have too much fun, do we fall out of love? Well, no astrologer is going to tell you that sunshine isn't important and that the sun, the center of our solar system, isn't extremely important in astrology. The sun actually provides us clarity. But what you can see about relationships in an astrology chart is kind of mind-blowing. So let's start with soulmates. Everyone's favorite, right? Soulmates is probably the most overused and misunderstood word in astrology. Soulmate aspect in somebody's chart. And he said whenever somebody's sun, that's the sun here, is in the opposite house, or if the moon was right over here, and here's the moon opposite it, that would create a soulmate aspect. This is actually my chart in the center and one of my soulmates around the outside here. My sun is in Scorpio, his moon is in Taurus, in the 7th house of relationship to my sun sign. His sun is in Cancer and my moon is in Capricorn. Both our suns and moons are in each other's 7th house of relationship, close friendship, or marital partner. And it feels like we can support one another in that way. But I see far more than this as an indicator for soulmates and what is really going on. This is just the very tip of the iceberg. This is how the soulmate aspect feels between two people. One person's sun, this is what they are, what they're creating, and this is their purpose in life. And the other person's moon reflects back to them the sunlight that they give out. The moon we know is a nurturing energy, and it plays a supportive role to the sun sign person. But through astrology, I see soulmates like these necklaces I make, two halves of the same heart. And part of our 3D and 4D reality, which means that you have a specific purpose in this lifetime to resolve your karma. The timing of your meeting of a soulmate is determined by the transit of Saturn and Neptune as they transit today to your two natal Saturn or Neptunes. In the past, in the third dimension, we had separation consciousness. We were afraid of one another. So we created karma when we, according to Saturn, we would have restricted the intimacy because we wanted to control it. Saturn rules the father. Perhaps your father said he wasn't good enough for you to marry. And down here, if you were on the Neptune side of the equation, you would have avoided the intimacy out of some subconscious fear of being controlled or of engaging in intimacy for various reasons. So when we meet a soulmate again, it is to resolve this karma between those two planets. So back to the chart of me with my soulmate that I met on June 22nd, 2013. Saturn was transiting my natal Neptune, conjunct my natal Neptune. So I had avoided the intimacy. Actually, I had died on him in our previous lifetime. And Saturn was bringing back that whole summer, that whole next year to all of us karmic relationships during the year of karmic resolution before we all started to move into 5th dimension. But anyway, this put Saturn in my Neptune is in a semi-square to his natal Saturn. So it was kind of a tough energy between us in that past lifetime. But Saturn transiting was making a novile aspect, which is a 9th harmonic soul level aspect to his natal Neptune, while it was conjunct my natal Neptune. So we did go through over a year of karmic resolution on the issues that we had shared previously or in another life. So when you meet a soulmate, you literally time travel back to the past or concurrent life, the other life situation that you were in. You instantly recall all the feelings that you had in that lifetime as you merge that lifetime in this lifetime, and you repeat the same karmic steps until you hit your karma and you have to work through the resolution. This is why we think these women are psycho crazy when they have strong feelings for us when we first meet them. But in effect, they're truly soulmates trying to work through the karma with you. You have resolved your karma when you meet your twin flame, which is a 5th dimensional relatingship. something that is simply a mirror, a perfect mirror of yourself, and you realize that you have no other imperfections within yourself to work through. And now you can go into the fifth dimension playing with other people that are mirrors of your soul in order to have a magical human experience. And I can see these aspects, fifth dimensional aspects, in, of course, people's astrology charts. So the twin flame and 5D astrology of relationships will be coming soon. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day.